to All Tricks,
No Treats.
We're back for another webisode. That was nice. I like that. I just want to thank our aunt, Shelly Tenori, for watching our babies so we could do this. Our schedules are pretty nuts, with three little rascals. It's hard to record.
And sometimes we just spring it on her and she's just like, oh yeah, no biggie, we're hanging out.
Our excuse was always like, we have the kids, we're doing this and that. And some of my friends are like, that's you fucking, every time you start the podcast, you say, oh, we've been busy. And it's like,
everyone else is busy too.
It's true though. We've been busy. But anyway, thanks, Shelly.
Yeah.
Shasha.
Yes.
Our kids call her Shasha. So.
Oh, and Mr. Nichols calls her Yaya.
She has 2 nicknames.
Yep.
But we're back. Yeah. We're glad you guys tuned in.
Okay. So we first want to say thank you to everyone for your feedback on our new layout.
Yeah.
We've got some more organization to this podcast. We've got some fixed
microphones.
Yeah, mics kind of. And sound. So
we hear a little echo, but on the recordings they sound pretty crispy, which is nice. We love constructive criticism, and we don't like mean criticism though.
Isn't that can constructive sometimes be mean?
Constructive is nice. Hey, you could do this to make it better, and then mean is just like, I've gotten like,
you guys suck.
Someone commented on our YouTube, I wish I died before watching this or something.
Really? Wow.
And I talked shit to him a little bit. I was like, he's like, I died listening to this. And I said, listen to it twice, bitch, so you could die twice.
Oh, no. I don't understand that, though. Like, if you're not going to like something, like, why keep listening to it? Why?
I'm the type of guy, I don't really care what people think.
Off.
Yeah, I don't care. But I was like, I want to engage in every person that comments, except like the bots. There's bots. What is this, a cum shirt? Or
no, you just had like powder on it. I think you hit a cabinet.
Okay, yeah. We're still doing construction in our house, and we're getting countertops soon.
Countertops.
Anyway, I like to interact with people who are real, and I don't know. It's funny when people talk shit. I'm like, yes. I don't care.
He likes it, but I don't
care what any like negative comments or I don't know, people talking shit. I'm always engaging, and it kind of makes me happy a little bit.
Okay, well, thank you for your feedback, everyone. Thanks for letting us know.
I hope that guy died though, for real.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right.
Okay. Our next thing is we've heard before that if you're in a relationship, the biggest test of your relationship is assembling something from IKEA.
Yes.
So we already know that we can't work together. Like job wise, we can't work together.
We're surprised we're even doing this podcast together.
I mean, there's some times where we
get
it. Yeah.
Like last weekend. We didn't record that night because we got in a little fight.
A little tiff.
We recorded the next day.
Yeah. But so we've heard that the biggest test is to assemble something from IKEA. So we've been making a million trips to IKEA, and we thought, well, what better time to test our relationship than now?
Yeah.
So we got a bathroom cabinet. We actually did 2 things, didn't we?
A floating cabinet, and we put together the vanity, yeah, for our bathroom. I put Bubby's wardrobe by myself, which was a bitch, but I'll show a little time lapse. If you're watching on YouTube, I'll show a little time lapse. And we didn't really. There was one point.
Wait, we cheers to.
Oh shit!
We put stuff together, so let's cheers. Let's cheers to that without killing each other.
Let's cheers to still being with each other after putting that together.
Cheers to IKEA, man.
Yeah, that's a real relationship test.
It truly is.
Yeah. Cheers. Oh, that butt ice is nice. There was one little hiccup, right?
Oh yeah.
There was a screw I thought was missing. I want to apologize, babe, because it wasn't missing. And we drove to a fucking hardware store. I was all pissed off, and I got a screw that was similar. And I came back, and turns out we didn't even need to go to the hardware store to get that one screw. Like,
actually, in part of the video, we did think that we lost a screw. And
You're crawling around?
I am crawling around in circles like it's a race car. Like
And it's on a time lapse.
Yes. And I'm looking on the floor. I'm like combing through the carpet.
I'm like, you lost it. I know you did. And then turns out you didn't.
And little did we know till we put together the second thing that I started like counting out the screws.
Yeah.
I had PTSD now.
Sorry,
Started
Beth.
counting out the screws, and they have numbers for how many you should have.
And it was the right number.
And it was the right number. Yeah.
Okay.
So we took a little trip after,
Yeah.
or a little trip in the middle, but we did it, and it wasn't too
Yes.
bad.
Hell yeah.
Proud of us.
Let's go.
Yee. Okay. And so our next is, it was Champ's birthday.
Champ is 7 years
He's
old.
7.
I can't believe we have a 7-year-old. That's wild. Man. So before this, we like to take a shot and 2 shots, sometimes 3 shots, because we still get a little nervous doing this. But you did a nice little toast saying that means it's not only a celebration for Champ, it's a celebration for us because we've been parents for 7 years, and that's a big accomplishment for us too.
I'm proud of us.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Hey, parents, you show up every day. We're proud of you too.
Yeah.
It's a big thing.
I'm not perfect, but you're perfect.
Oh,
That's what makes us work.
But thank you.
Anyway, yeah, that's what you cheers to.
So it was his birthday. We went to one of those trampolines.
Hey, trampoline.
We went to one of those trampoline jumping places,
Mm-hmm.
and there was a lot going on there.
Holy shit.
A lot. And I think it comes down to the fact that we are all parents.
Mm-hmm.
We're all, protective of our kids. We're all right there watching them, making sure. And, I think that's the whole, not just moms, but the only way I can think of it is mama bear.
Mm-hmm.
Mama bear, even the dads as well. That's
Protective.
that's my kid. You gonna do something to hurt them? Like, so there was a lot going on. And the first thing was these little I have little jerks put down in my
What do you really want
outline.
to say?
I want to say, I'm not gonna say what I want to say, but these little, I'm gonna just attribute to the fact that their brains are not fully grown.
Developed.
But they were essentially picking on Champ.
Mm-hmm.
He got a Messi jersey for his birthday. He was wearing it. He was so proud. He loves Messi. These 2 boys kept saying, "Hey, Messi." And Champ,
Ronaldo's better. Ronaldo's better.
Champ even told me in the bathroom, he's like, "Hey, mommy, did you see that boy pushed me?" And I said, "Baby, I did." And he was like, and I said, "What did he say to you?" And he said, "Oh, that Ronaldo's better."
He did push him back though.
Yeah.
They were on a little balance beam, the one you fight.
Yeah, with the little things where you hit each other.
Yeah, and one of the kids knocked him off first, and then he jumped off, and then he tackled the kid, which is good. I really teach him to defend himself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. I tell him, I don't care how many people are going against you. You fight everybody. And shout out to Noah Tillis, BJJ in Whittier, California. Yeah. Aiden defended himself.
And he did that little like foot takedown, like at the ankles.
I don't know what he did, but
I
it's
saw
not
it.
called a foot takedown.
I mean, I don't know what it is.
And he did good at defending himself. And after he was all proud, he's like, "Did you see me? I was telling them this and that." And I was like, "Hell
took care
yeah!"
of himself.
But there was one kid. I swear to God, this white boy was 12 years old.
He
13 years old, as big as me.
He was 16 years old.
And I'm okay with Champ defending himself. But when there's someone 3 times bigger than him trying to fight him, this kid was like, "Messi, you and me," on the balance beam. They have like
he was
these little...
holding the two like fighting sticks. And the thing you could tell is that this kid was big. He was a lot older. He was a lot bigger. Like,
this fucking kid was obese as a motherfucker.
I mean, he was just an all around bigger boy than Champ. And he was trying to bait him into standing up and on this like little balance beam and fighting him with those sticks.
Yeah.
And
they're soft, but he was being an
they're
asshole.
soft, but you could tell that this boy knew what he was doing, that this boy had been here before. This boy knows that the way to just, hurt someone or knock someone down, do whatever he wanted to do. And so it was just
unnecessary. And I said, "Hey player, you're as big as me, dude. You're not fighting my kid." And he's like, we could fight whoever we want right here. And I said, not my son, bro. I'll fuck you up.
I don't. And
I didn't say that.
You no, but you were like, not my son.
Yeah,
like
not
you need to go. And the kid got so frustrated. He like walked away and he was like, but like, why? And I'm just like, it's not necessary.
Some of our friends got it on videotape. And if you want to see it.
No, we're not going to post the little kids. Champ took care of himself. He defended himself. And also I want to give a shout out to, I'm not going to say their names, but Adrian and Mercedes, their kids, we'll just call them the 3 J's. They were right there with Champ, like throwing blocks at this other little kid who kept just picking on Champ. And they were like, oh, and I just saw the little girl Jay, she had like her little head going back and forth like, nuh-uh, you're not going to be saying this to me. And it was good to see, like, you know, people in Champ's corner, and also Champ taking care of himself.
I was proud of him.
We were very proud of him.
Hell yeah.
Very proud of him. Yeah, it was a big, you know, big thing for us.
I said, Messi won the World Cup, bro. It's over. That's it. Nothing else.
Gosh.
She was more upset than me. I didn't give a shit.
After that little boy was like, ugh, we can fight whoever we want. My cheeks got hot. Like I had to take my jacket off. I was like, ugh, I'm not dealing with this.
Yeah. There was other parents fighting and kids fighting. Yes. We weren't the only one, so it wasn't like a big deal to me. I was like, this is the norm at this fucking place.
We weren't the Whittier people coming in just causing drama.
The South Whittier people.
You know.
But it was good. It was
fun.
Yeah.
And our next thing is, so today our kitchen is not 100% done. So we cannot cook a lot of food, but we order breakfast sometimes.
Damn, gassy.
Gimme. And we were trying to figure out what to have for breakfast, and you were leaving to go run an errand. Mm-hmm. Gimme. And you were walking out the door, and Champ said, Daddy, wait. And he went and he grabbed his wallet and he took a 20 out and said, here, can you get breakfast for us? He wanted to pay for breakfast for us.
I felt like crying, but I held it together. And
I cried.
Stiffened up my upper lip, and I said, I got breakfast, dude. You could get us ice cream later. And he said, okay. And it's not like he has fucking all this money. He's just been saving for like 3 years. He doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't spend it.
He makes us buy all the shit still. And
as we should.
I forget. I'm like, dude, you have fucking like $100 in your wallet. You need to buy me something.
That's his savings.
Yeah, but
let him save up to buy a house.
He choked us up a little bit, and he offered to pay. I was like, what the heck? This guy's the man. But
which I just told you, I don't want to talk about money stuff in front of him because I don't want him to feel like he has to take care of that.
Sure.
I don't want him to feel responsible because I've had that where money's been brought up in front of me and I've felt guilty when things are bought for me or when I've, I don't know, things are gifted to me and I've been like, oh my God, how much money is this? Oh my God, what's going to happen? So I just never want him to have to worry about that.
And those of you listening, Briana's coming at this from a point of not talking to them about financial stuff, but talking to them in the right way.
Yes.
Giving good examples and not saying, oh, that's too, like, they can have whatever they want. But it comes to a point where you can't always do that. Because, I mean, I didn't have a lot when I was a kid, which is fine. But I would always say, I want to give them everything. But you can't. You need to still be responsible and teach them the right ways or then they're going to be bratty ass fools,
Yeah.
So
every Target trip, like, they'll still be like, can we get a toy? And we'll be like, we can walk by the toys and look at them, see what we would like. Yeah. But we're not getting a toy today.
That's our go-to is we could walk through the aisles, but that's it.
Yeah. We'll see what we like.
Yeah.
But yeah. And two, I don't think all of our kids are old enough yet, but I do essentially want to establish a chore chart where we earn. I never got allowance, but I do want to establish that where we get allowance, or where maybe they learn that, hey, we'll take them to Target somewhere.
Sure.
Hey, I need I need this, or I want that. I want a new pair of pants, or I want some new shoes. Like, how much does this cost? How much money do I have?
Yeah.
So essentially we'll establish that, like what role money has, but
everyone should start establishing that when they're pretty young, because it's not always like easy.
It isn't. It's not.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but cool. I'm very proud of Champ for thinking he could treat us to
He
breakfast.
could spot us.
Yeah.
He's the man.
I mean, treat us to probably like one breakfast sandwich and a hash brown.
I wanted to say cough up a couple other 20s, dog, to feed our family.
Thank you. So the next thing we're going to do is our Ask Men Reddit.
We know all the answers. I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
So, guys, what would you tell your younger self about sex and relationships that you wish someone told you before? That's a good one.
That is a good one. I think it's different for every guy, but I would tell myself, don't worry about it, bro. You're not getting laid for a long time, so you don't have to worry about it.
God.
So for guys who don't really have sex that much, you'd say that to yourself. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I think be careful. I think as time goes on, as years go on, more and more people are hooking up with like apps and shit. So maybe like be careful, not just don't go wild. And if you go wild, practice safe sexual intercourse.
I think from a girl's perspective, I would tell myself, sometimes it's not that serious.
Ooh, you're trying to freaking get the pipe laid or what?
No, I meant like sometimes some drama or some relationship things or some person you're talking to, stuff happens. When we were younger, a lot of things are more dramatic.
Yeah.
Like you had a lot more feelings. And, looking back now, like you'll make it. It's not as serious as you think it's going to be.
Sure.
Yeah.
I agree.
So, have your morning time. Morning, not morning, like AM. Have your morning time. Do what you need to do for yourself, but always remember, like, you've got this. It's not that serious.
Yep, time goes on.
Yeah. Truth in time.
Tells all.
Oh, I said heals all.
Thank you, Justin Bobby.
Okay, so some of these are, just because someone likes you doesn't mean you should have a relationship with them.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's a very good one.
That is.
There are some people who think like, one of my buddies, like a girl that showed him signs of
when I first read this, I thought of you saying that.
Signs of interest, and this guy would fall head over heels. I don't know why. Oh, dude. That's all I'm going to say about that, but yeah.
I've seen girls say that too, though. Like, oh, he talked to me, or he looked at me in the aisle. Like, oh.
They're just saying, it says, don't confuse kindness for likeness. Because there are some people who are just nice, and people are like, oh, I think they like me, and that was my buddy, and yeah.
No, that's the thing too, though, with girls. Like, if you even just smile at a guy, sometimes he'll be like, oh, ooh, this is my goat, and you're like, well, I'm just being friendly. Yeah. Or if you even give a compliment, like, oh, cool shoes.
Or if guys open doors for girls, they're like, oh, he likes me, but men are just being nice, chivalrous.
Next one. Time is precious. Don't waste it trying to make someone want you.
Dude, so many people fucking waste their time trying to like be with the same person like forever when it's not working out.
Yeah, don't force it.
Yeah, do not do that.
Next one. Ooh, this is a good one.
Jesus. What the hell is happening to your bowels?
That was a dance.
Crazy.
Follow your heart, but take your brain with you.
Don't be a dumbass. I think that's what that means.
Yep.
Think.
Yep. Don't invest more time and effort in people than they would in you.
Yeah, I think that goes back to the other one. If you're putting a lot of time in and they're not reciprocating, like, you're wasting your time, Just live, If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. I always say that I used to say that to a lot of my friends, but it's true. It's cheesy and true, I believe.
I like it. Okay. Last one. Communicate more. Don't be afraid to share wants and desires.
It's a good one.
Listen to your partner and hear what they enjoy. Communicate more. That's what I always say.
Communication is the biggest part of a successful relationship.
It is. So, our topic for today is navigating relationship triggers. So, I want to start this off by saying we are not experts. We don't know everything.
Consult your doctor.
Consult your doctor, consult your friends,
Your
consult your therapist.
therapist.
Yeah, we don't know everything. We're just researching online, and this is what we find. Okay. So, relationship triggers. Emotional triggers can develop from insecurities or from when someone has hurt you in the past. So essentially like unresolved pain.
I think that's a big one.
That's a big thing.
A lot of people, not blame, but things that happen in their past, they use it in present relationships, or dating life. And that can even hold you back from experiencing new things with new people or new boyfriends or girlfriends because you're still not healed from traumas that happened in your life.
Yeah. And so some of the most common emotional triggers are exes. So it could be, is it talking to them? Is it talking about them? I mean, if you had exes that you talked about constantly, I'd be like triggered.
I think
constantly.
I bring up your ex more than
You do bring up my ex, and I don't know why.
I think lately I have, and we've shifted bringing him up, and I ask a bunch of questions, and then I think you have to use that, and then bring up your exes in the bedroom like we did that one time.
We haven't done this in a while. Family, if you're listening, please fast forward.
Oh yeah, you haven't brought up your little saying when we talk about sex stuff. Family,
please fast forward. Yeah.
No,
I don't. No.
Yeah, I think talking to your exes or about your exes could be triggering because there are some people who don't want to hear it, and there are some people who want to hear it, like me. But I want to hear it in like a funny way, like, what did you guys do, or where did you go? What kind of sex did you have?
Okay.
Which is funny.
I think I've said this before though. I like asking you a question about girls you've dated, girls you've been with, because I like hearing it, but ultimately knowing that I got you. Use mine in the end.
Yeah.
That's why I like talking about it, because I know that, all these girls that you've been with in the past,
There's many.
There's been a lot going on, but
yeah,
you ended up with me.
You're the best. I don't see myself with anyone else.
Oh, why are you laughing at that?
It's so fucking stupid to say out loud like that. It's so cheesy. But yeah.
Sorry, Hallmark.
Anyway, that's a trigger for people. Some people get all fucking crazy. We had an episode of dealing with the exes, or what was it?
Yes, an ex's past.
Yeah, and that could be hard for someone. But
they could have had a rocky relationship in the past. They could have had a lot of things where, someone gaslighted them, someone did, said things they shouldn't have, someone treated them the way they shouldn't have. So yeah, there's a lot of things in other people's past where it could have happened, and that could be a big trigger for them. Even something so much as like a dismissive look, or not even listening to them, that can kind of be a trigger for me if I feel like you're not listening to me when we're in a fight. Yeah, I can be like, hello.
You do that.
Look at me. Acknowledge me.
Which is half the time.
We laugh about it now.
Yeah. We're going to be fighting after.
Okay. The next one is the past and future. Things that you and your partner did and said in the past can haunt your future if you have any fears about your relationship.
I take 100% responsibility of saying stupid shit before in the past. I have, and it's I don't even know, not to get like too serious, but people need to be careful what they say to the person that they're with and who they see themselves with forever, because a lot of people don't forget that, and I take accountability.
Aw, thanks. No, I do the same. Like, I know we're not all perfect.
But people say shit when they're mad and they don't really mean it, Like, I've said, like, mean shit, because I'm already a grumpy guy as it is. But when we fight, I have said some pretty sideways stuff, but...
When we fight, you just Say whatever you want.
I black out. I tell her all the time. It's not my fault.
That's an excuse.
It's not my fault I black out. But,
I'm doing air quotations. He blacks out, and also I'm a Scorpio, so I'm doing my claws now. So that's kind of like the worst combination. So he says whatever he wants, and I never let it go. I can forgive, but I can't forget.
Jesus. Yeah.
So I mean,
if you're an Aries and the girl's a Scorpio, maybe.
Oh my gosh, that older lady. I met this older lady at the jumping place, and she brought her great granddaughter with her. Mm-hmm. And I love this lady. I don't know. I feel like sometimes we're meant to meet a certain person at a certain time, and I feel like I was meant to meet her because I like magnetically attracted to her. Like, I followed her. I just wanted to be next to her, and I just love talking to her.
Our daughter and her great granddaughter were the same age, pretty much.
Yeah, and she ended up telling me that the great granddaughter that she was with was being raised by the grandma, and I told her, "Oh my God, I was raised by my grandma as well." So it was like an instant connection, and it was like, I feel like it was meant to be. People are meant to be in your life for a certain reason, even if we've talked about it and we said even if it's for like a fleeting moment.
Yeah. Because at first I was like, you should have got her number, maybe you could have play dates.
Yeah.
And then like in 5 seconds I was like, you know what, sometimes you cross people's paths that God puts in your life, that it makes you like cherish little things here and there, and you could cherish that little relationship you had for 30 minutes.
I kind of want to cry a little bit. I kind of miss her, but
she was a great lady.
She was.
People aren't meant to be in your life forever, you know.
They aren't, but she still left like a lasting impression on me, and
for sure,
she was what I needed at that moment. But we were talking about horoscopes, and she's a Scorpio.
Jesus.
And I'm a Scorpio, and she was like, "Oh, what's your husband?" I said, "Oh, he's an Aries." And she was like, "Oh."
Did she go like this?
And I was like, "Yeah." And I did like my knuckles against each other, and I was like, "Yes, you know, sometimes we clash." I was like, "Sometimes we clash, but you know."
She was a very sweet old lady.
She was, yeah.
God bless her.
Oh yeah, she told me that. I was like, God bless you too.
Oh
yeah, leaving.
That's nice.
Anyways, sorry, I don't know, I cut that off. I don't even remember what we were saying, but so the next thing is the past and future. So things that your partner did and said in the past can haunt you.
Again,
if you have any fears about your relationship. Let me add that real quick.
Jesus. I don't really sorry. I don't really say this out loud that much. I've told you, but things in our past that would trigger me was that I feel like I didn't get enough time with you by ourselves.
You have told me that. And
thinking about that, I would get mad because we had kids
3 years in.
3 years after we were together. And I always had like a resentment of having kids, which is kind of sad to say, but that was, yeah. I mean, when I would think about that, it would kind of, I guess, trigger me. People use that word a little loosely, but I would get like mad because like, fuck, I didn't have you by myself that long. And then that would affect my parenting life, like me being a dad.
You were kind of resentful.
A little resentful, and that's why I said in the last podcast, like, I shouldn't have been resentful, but my kids pretty much saved me, and you saved me too. So that I don't feel like that really anymore, but I did, and I think it's important to acknowledge what things kind of like rattled your brain a little bit, and that's one of the things that did in the past for me is, I think having kids like not too long after we're together, and I wanted you alone a little bit more, but I'm living the dream. What can I say? I love my kids. I love Champ, Bubby, and Nucky. So I wouldn't change anything. I always sing this song by Angels and Airwaves. It goes, If I had a chance for another try, I wouldn't change a thing. And I really feel that for sure. I love my kids.
Like, things have been hard at points in time, but it's brought us to where we are.
Yeah. People could get triggered for a lot of things in their past. I think you guys would benefit for hearing like a real a real thing, you know, that I've gone through personally.
Yeah, that's good. Like a first-hand account.
I need more. I need more shots.
Do you want to take a butt eye shot?
To be talking about this deep ass shit, you know.
I'm proud of you.
Strange.
So we know our triggers.
Yes.
What can we do to overcome them? So the first thing you can do is recognize when you're getting triggered and shift your attention back onto yourself. So focus on breathing, calming yourself, and if you need to excuse yourself to avoid confrontation, do it. This
is a very hard thing for me.
It's so hard. I'm reading this and I'm like, it sounds good, but in the moment, it can. I mean, maybe that's us. Maybe it's us though.
It's always easier said than done.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
But I think to have a good relationship, a successful relationship, is no matter how cheesy it is and fucking, I don't mean to like sound like super macho, but when I hear shit like that, I'm like, that's lame. That's cheesy. That's dumb. It's stuff you have to really like, dang, to move forward and to get your maturity level up and up and up. You need to start doing these cheesy things to make you have a better relationship.
You know, I heard this thing and it was your first reaction is what you've been like kind of conditioned to say. Mm-hmm. And your second reaction is what you know, like what you've learned, what you know yourself to say. That's
a very good thing to hear because it's true.
Yeah. So I've seen things of like moms who are wearing like, you know, super short shorts or like little bikinis. And you're like, oh my God, what are you wearing? What do you, I mean, what that's a lot of skin to be showing, girl. But then my second thought is, ooh, girl, good for you. Look at you. Like, do what you want, girl. Flaunt yourself. And that's what it is. Your first thought is what you've been conditioned because everyone's conditioned as, mom, you shouldn't be wearing that. But your second thought is, girl, you got it. Support them.
I'm 0 for like 5,000 then. Like,
what?
I mean, like, I've never put the second one in the first position, which you should do. You should always be supportive.
You should, yeah. But that's hard because it's what we've been conditioned to do.
Mm-hmm. And definitely me, I'm a judger, you know? Like, I like to judge.
I mean, a lot of us like to judge, so.
I like to say it like it is at first, and then I'm just like, dude, that's not the way it is. You should be.
See?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is like that 1-2 punch. It should be the 2-1 punch, you know?
It should just be the 2.
It should be... It should be the damn. It shouldn't be the damn. Like, you look good, this and that. And then after, like, oh, that bitch is busted. It should be like, fucking go you know?
Oh, my God. The kids have just been, I don't know what they've been watching, but I mean, I know what they've been watching. I know what they've been watching, but I know what they've been watching, but it was, it's this one guy. And he tries to pretend to be 2 siblings. And his thing is, he says, oh, this food is bussin'. Oh, this food is bussin'. And so Champ says, oh, mommy, what you made is bussin'. And then Bubby says, oh, mommy, what you made is busted. Because she doesn't know how to say bussin' yet. And so I've been trying to teach her to say bussin'. But it's funny.
When Bubby says busted, I'm in the corner like this.
I'm sure you are. Okay.
You cook very nice, man. I love that.
Oh, you cook very nice. Noise. Okay. Next thing is acknowledge that your feelings are valid and try to examine them.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know yourself.
Yes. You shouldn't beat yourself up too much on the real feelings that you have, but you should work on them to better yourself and better the relationship.
Yeah. For yourself, and also don't let yourself be gaslighted into thinking that.
That's your favorite word. When we're fighting, I always, to trigger her, I always say, I don't know what. Like, she'll say big words, and I'm like, I don't know what that means.
And I say, that's not my fault. Get a dictionary, boy.
We always say that. But, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, next one. Remind yourself of you and your partner's best qualities.
Your eyes, your lips,
Ew.
your bangs.
What did she say? Your taffy nipples.
What is it? Just go with it?
Just go with it.
That's such a... We should do that one.
Dave... Do that? The 3 compliments?
Yeah. Let's do it now so we can see. Your high bun. Your teeth. Your blouse.
My blouse has nothing to do with me.
You look sexy in that blouse.
Your sensitivity. Oh, that glare. Oh.
The glare in my glasses from that
No.
light.
The O light, the ring light.
You can't even get a third one.
I can't read.
Am I that fucking ugly?
You stop looking at me like.
Okay, go.
Your love.
Thanks, babe. I wish you said my average penis.
Well, it's not average, so.
Oh, it's below.
Okay, next one. Communicate with your partner. Tell them what triggers you and why. Once they're aware of your feelings, they can do their best to help you feel safe and avoid getting hurt. I feel like that's the best one.
Yeah.
Because if you tell your partner what your triggers are, and I'm not going to say that they're intentionally trying to do it, but if it consecutively still comes up time after time, it might be a sign of you need to do something. You need to communicate more, or you need to do something to help yourself, which could be, unfortunately, ending the relationship, moving on, or, taking a break.
And we've always said since the beginning of this podcast, communication.
We're always trying to work on communication.
And I think since we've started this, it's gotten a step up, but it's, again, easier said than done, and communication is fucking difficult when you're in that heated moment of being triggered by your partner in any situation. It's hard to relax and say, hey, I'm upset because this and this and this. I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet, for sure.
That's why we say we're not perfect, because we're still learning this stuff ourselves too.
Yeah.
But we have when we fight, and I just, like, one of the times we got in a fight and I was talking to my aunt, she was like, Brie, I'm going to tell you, there are times when you need to stop and let things go and you need to walk away, because I do like to, I need to get to the bottom of it. I need to solve it. I need to end it. That's probably it's something from my past.
I think me and our Aunt Shelly are very alike in that sense. And you and our Uncle Chris are alike, because we're always like, all right, whatever. Let's just move on. It's over. It's over. And sometimes we don't even know why the other one's mad, but it's good to communicate it, I guess. But I'm trying to get through it as quick as possible. I ain't trying to fucking linger. Wait.
I'm going to flip this table.
Like, I don't know, a year or two ago, I said, listen, when we fight, I'm going to say, stop, I love you. And you say, stop, I love you. And it'll be over with. That is the
Let's all laugh together.
That is the best thing that could happen. Or the second thing we can say, I could say 1. You could say
2. We got that from a friend.
3, and it'll be washed away.
It'll be done.
Our sins will be washed away when you get baptized.
And we just we're happy. And
I try that every time we fight.
And how many times does that work?
I think once. I think one time.
It doesn't work because
you.
Ew, I literally felt the air when your finger went in my face.
Oh, man.
No, see, that's it. We're still healing. We're still trying to, like, figure out how to work together. It's been 10 years we've been together.
Yeah.
So.
And one of my little lines I throw in, which is true, is we're going to fight forever.
Okay, Noah from The Notebook. I want all of you. It's not going to be easy.
You're going to be pain or what does he say?
You're going to be in pain?
No.
He said, I want all of you. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be hard.
I'm going to tell you when you're being in a pain in the ass.
And you're going to tell me when I'm being an asshole, no?
A son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he said, I'm going to tell you where you're being a pain in the ass because that's where you're being 99% of the time. Yes. You're going to have a bounce back. Yeah, I feel like
we should not guess the lines that long.
I mean, we'll post it somewhere, but yeah. So that's it. None of us are perfect. We should probably focus on our own triggers, and we're not saying anyone needs to learn this and anyone needs to do this because we're not experts. But
so we are not experts again.
No, do not take our
seriously
advice.
But I think it's important that we tell you like real life updates, and there's going to be people that tell you do this and this and this, but we like to tell you examples of shit that we go through. And
we're an everyday couple.
I think we could relate to a lot of people who listen, especially like our friends. I think that we don't know a lot about in their personal life, but I think we're relatable.
Yeah,
in a lot of ways.
Yeah. I was talking to Becca. There was a long time ago we were talking, and she said we were talking about like when couples fight, and she said, because we're a normal couple, we've gotten in fights in front of our friends, and she was like, I can tell when you guys are fighting because you just give each other a look, and that's when we're like, oh, this is happening. Okay.
I'm not like scared to show it. I'm fucking, when I get mad. I'm trying to not get so mad though.
He gets the mad look and I get the
and I get like the 1-2. I'm gonna give you the fucking 1-2 punch in the jawbone.
Okay. Anyways.
Well, that hasn't happened yet, so don't worry about it. I'm just kidding.
These are some things you can do to help your relationship, or listen to yourself, help yourself. Maybe sometimes we need to look at ourselves more to figure out what our triggers are.
Or hear it from a different person. Sometimes
it helps to hear from a different person. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. So sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need to take some time for yourself. But anything, any emotional trigger, just needs work. That's it. Yeah. Working on it for yourself, or working on it with your partner.
Take a step in that right direction. It'll be worth it in the long run.
Yeah, truly. Yeah. Truly, if it even is for just you or for your relationship. So if you want to work on it with us, we'll message us and we'll be there for you.
Yeah. I think we might be looking for friends too. I don't have that many friends.
I don't either. So.
All right.
Okay. So our next thing is, hi guys. You got to do the big shoulder shrug. Okay.
I'm too big to be doing that. I feel like a jiggle all over my body to do that.
So our first one is the Hailey Bieber.
I think we're a little late on this topic.
Selena
Everyone
Gomez.
and their fucking mamas have.
That's the only reason we know it.
Yeah. I don't really know too much. I think Selena Gomez posted a video or picture and she was videotaping like close, and her eyebrows were showing.
The laminated eyebrows.
And then Hailey Bieber and who?
Kylie
made a video making fun of her, and
Kylie posted a picture of her eyebrows, her eyes. It was just a cross, and it said so this was a mistake. And then Kylie and Hailey Bieber posted, or no, I don't know who. One of them posted something, and it was like not a Zoom, but like a FaceTime chat of the two of them, and they just both had their eyes and eyebrows showing.
And everyone came to Selena Gomez's defense.
Of course.
I have no idea what this drama is about.
Of course, because I feel like, Hailey Bieber.
She's strange.
Hailey Bieber, you have not been anything but Hailey Bieber.
Yeah.
So
that is true.
And I've seen things where people have said, and also Selena Gomez, I think part of this, I don't know, but part of this was they made fun of Taylor Swift, and Selena came to Taylor Swift's like aid and said like, hey, something about how talented she is. Yeah. But sorry, I'm getting kind of cold. It's kind of cold.
And yeah, Hailey Bieber, I've heard stories of how she like stalked.
She's a snob.
Yeah, she stalked Justin Bieber and like have talked to people who's had fan accounts before they were together, where he's at and all this weirdo shit. And they ended up together. In the interview, he's like, "Oh, I feel like it was an arranged marriage." Ha ha ha. It's like, bitch, they fucking
really?
Yeah, but he was like joking around, and it's like, dude, she's a weirdo, but whatever.
The last point is I saw someone say something like, if you're going to look at the teams, the team is Selena Gomez and Taylor Swift versus Hailey Bieber and Kylie Jenner.
A lot of people unfollowed her too.
So many people, like 200,000, 450,000 for Kylie. Yeah. But Taylor Swift and Selena Gomez, you know, they're singers, they're actors. They've done so much, and all of Hailey and Kylie have done is basically
Botox.
Put on makeup.
Yeah.
All they do is just post videos of putting makeup on.
Listen, they've made a killing, which is I'm a fan of.
Yeah. So yeah, make your money, but
petty hating and shit and making videos because she was with Justin before you. And
don't be salty, girl.
Yeah, move on.
Yeah.
You're not. Hey. Your trigger is Selena Gomez, da.
Your trigger is an ex. So you
player.
need to cope with that, girl.
You need to listen.
Yep.
Come on the podcast. We'll tell you
sit
how.
right here between us. Yeah, we'll help you. We'll get you our own butt eyes.
Anyway, I hope they all
reconcile,
find God, and
sounds
move
good.
on. You know,
it sounds good.
Hot goss.
Hot goss.
I love that.
Oh,
You're
like
a good singer, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I am.
I think you are.
Oh, thanks.
Your throat is very nice, you know?
Okay, there it goes. Okay. The next one is Travis Barker and Kourtney Kardashian.
What about them?
So, we saw them at the fight last night.
UFC fight. UFC 2. Blah, blah, blah. John Jones. The John Jones fight.
Which I feel like Travis, his style has kind of changed to meld with Kourtney's. But anyways.
I think her style's changed.
No, oh my God. Her style has changed completely. But I also feel like his has gotten a little more like refined.
More fashionable?
Yes. Like his choker it was like kind of like silver. Yeah. Instead of like the polished brass, whatever Uptown 2000 kind of choker it is. Anyways, but... So I've seen people refer to him as just Kourtney's boyfriend.
Ooh.
And let me hit the table. He is Travis Barker.
He's Travis Barker.
The drummer for Blink-182. He is not only the drummer for them, but he is so like talented in the fact that he's drummed for so many other artists. Like,
yeah, he's made a name for himself. She's made a name for herself through her sister.
Yep, through her sister's sex tape.
Yeah.
So
he's been someone that, if you're born in the 90s, you've looked up to. You've wanted to be like. You wanted to party like. You wanted to be there. You wanted to see them.
I see his like mohawk going up and down with his drumsticks.
Yeah. The only reason I like Kourtney is because she fought Kim Kardashian and she like slapped the shit out of her a couple times.
Did she really?
Yeah, that was so tight.
You saw
other than that, who are they? What do they do?
No one.
Nothing.
No one.
Yeah.
Kris Jenner works hard, man.
Listen, again, they hustle, they make money, which I like, but who are they?
Yeah.
Nothing. No one.
So
anyway.
he's Travis Barker. He's not Kourtney
Travis
Kardashian.
Barker.
He's not Kourtney Kardashian's boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Travis also the
Barker's
reason
girlfriend.
She wears stocks.
She's Travis Barker's girlfriend, and that's that. Wake up, Travis.
Please.
We're on a first name basis.
Hashtag justice for Travis. Anyways, our last one is King Charles' coronation.
King Charles.
It's happening. It's coming. Who's performing?
Wait, before that, I don't give a fuck about
No.
British royalty.
Nope.
That shit is fake. That shit is false. We're not living in fucking 1776. That sounds like an important
Should be
date.
done.
Dude, get over it. It's weird.
Should be done.
Yeah.
Should be done.
Should be done.
Should be done.
Anyway, he's the king of England, right?
He's gonna be the king of England, yeah.
Sure. But I guess he's asked all these people to the Spice Girls, Adele, Harry Styles, who else?
Elton John, Elton John was best friends with Princess Diana.
A boss. He's a boss. I like Elton John.
I do too. And we all know I'm winking real hard. We all know what happened to Princess Diana.
She gone, but in a conspiracy type of way.
No, we love her.
Yeah, she was a badass.
I had a project in second grade of who was the person you would like to have lunch with or something, and I did on her.
She's bad
because she was the best. She was a humanitarian. She was beautiful. She just loved her people
and her kids.
Yes,
she was a good mom.
She was the best mom.
Yeah, she was nice.
Yeah, and Elton John was best friends with her. And we all know the conspiracies. We all know what has been said about what happened with her death and the fact that Prince Charles might have been
involved.
Allegedly.
Shit. I forgot that was the husband.
Might have been involved with it. The family might have been involved with it.
He's a piece of shit.
Camilla? Don't even get me started on her.
He was fucking around on Princess Diana.
Yep. And she was the
holy shit. I didn't even realize.
Best.
I'm too drunk.
Are you really?
Kind of.
Hate you. Anyways, Elton John was best friends with Princess Diana.
That's crazy. They asked Elton John.
And they asked Elton John.
That's wild.
Ugh. I'm mad at all of you. And also,
I wonder who's performing. Who?
No one. Probably us.
Hey, he did. He did ask the son and Megan. What's her name?
To perform?
The attention whores. No, to go. They got a formal invite to go. I
mean, that's still a son.
Yeah, but they're like disowned.
They are disowned. They're gone.
I don't know. They're probably going for more publicity because those people.
I really rooted for them.
I did until it seemed
they
like
did interviews,
like,
they did books, they started like all these articles coming out.
If you're getting away from something, why the fuck are you gonna try to make money off that thing? You need to disassociate yourself from that fucking fantasy fairy tale British whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
yeah.
Let us know
whatever.
If you agree with.
If you even want us to do this.
Okay, yeah, let us know if we're done. Thank you. Bye. Okay, and that's it. Yeah. So, let's just all work on our communication. Please, let's all communicate together.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
It is it. So thank you. We're really trying to work on recording every week. And also thank you to our Shasha. For letting us. It only happens because of her.
Every time we want to record, I'm talking out the side of my mouth. I'm like, hey, so watch the kids, you want to watch the kids? Dude, it's fucking hard to get time away, even if it's like 2 hours to record, because we feel like we're pawning off our kids to go ruin other people's days, But we really appreciate you guys.
Yes.
Thank you so much for listening. We will catch you on the flip flop later.
Bye.